Welcome to Debbie's Back Porch. Today I'm going to show you how to make my lime pickles. Pickles that will stay crisp for a year. Let's get started. These are my washed cucumbers, picked small and crisp. They're pickling cucumbers. Mrs. Wage's pickling lime. My cutter, a big plastic bowl. You can use glass or stainless steel, but not aluminum. My bowl holds 1.5 gallons, so I mix 1 gallon of water and 1/2 cup lime. Be careful mixing because lime can be caustic. If you spill it on your skin, clean it up carefully right away. Here you see 2 cucumbers, just the perfect size for pickling. On the left you see the blossom end. On the right you see the stem end. It's very important to cut off and discard about 1/2 inch on the blossom end, which contains enzymes which will make your pickles mushy no matter what you do. I like to cut my pickles with a little crinkle cutter. You can do yours any way you like. Cut them in quarters, leave them whole, use your food processor. This is just my favorite way to do it. Drop your sliced cukes into the lime water mixture. Add some ice and refrigerate. I'll add a few more after we pick this evening. They can soak up to 24 hours in the fridge, but as little as 2 hours is fine. Here I'm adding just a few more freshly picked cucumbers to the mix. I had to skim off a little water so as not to overflow. The advantage to doing it this way is that every cucumber went into the soak at less than an hour from picking. Make sure you give them a good stir to make sure that all the slices get in contact with the lime water. After 24 hours, or as little as 2, rinse the cucumbers well, discard the lime soak. Cover with fresh cold water, add some ice, put them back in the fridge. Handle them very carefully because at this point they're brittle and will break. You want to do a total of 3 thorough rinsings with about 2 hours in ice water in the fridge between rinsing. You want to make sure all of the lime is washed off. At this point, you can make your pickles by any recipe you like. I use the National Center for Home Food Preservation's Kosher dill green tomato recipe. The recipe is 1 gallon water, 1/2 gallon 5% white vinegar, 1/2 cup kosher salt in a stainless steel pan. Do not use aluminum, it reacts. Bring it to a boil, hold it on simmer. You may add pickling spices if you like, I rarely do. Hold in mind I will be adding dill and garlic later. If you want more spices, add them to the brine. I have enough fresh dill here to have 1 or 2 dill heads for each jar, and chop enough fresh garlic to have 1/2 clove for each pint jar. You can substitute dried dill seeds and dried garlic, but fresh is so much better. I find it easier to have all my tools assembled before starting. The water is going in the water bath, getting hot. The brine is coming to a simmer. I have my lids in warm water, my rings counted and washed. The dill is in ice water and the garlic is ready. To the hot jar, add your dill, your minced garlic, your cucumbers, and hot brine to 1/2 inch headspace. Don't forget to debubble. Yes, the brine is in there, it's just that clear. Wipe the rims well, add your 2-piece lid. Fill 1 jar at a time and place in your water bath. Add more water to cover if needed. After the water comes to a boil, set your timer for 10 minutes. Well, here's the finished product. They are crispy and salty. These could be the crispiest pickles you ever make. I make these all summer, every 3 days until the cucumbers are gone, and I never have any left over. Everyone who comes by says, you don't have any pickles left, do you? Thanks for joining us on Debbie's Back Porch. Hope to see you again tomorrow.